Okay, today I'm back to simple changes, and I feel like I haven't really, the vision I had for these videos, it's not the vision I had, how it's turning out, and that's because I won't say I'm unorganized with it, but I'm just changing so many things, and some things are working and some things aren't, and then some things I forget to tell you, and then I've stopped doing them by the time I remember to tell you, so I tell you if I've stopped, I don't even know. But I'm going to talk today, I wanted to show you something that I found. I did a class. Well, today's video is going to be on positive thinking and planning. Now, I was watching a girl on YouTube that I discovered recently, and I absolutely loved her. She's beautiful. She's very organized. She's a young mom. She has lots of Louis Vuittons, and of course, that's why I watch her. But anyway, she was talking about doing a vision board. And I thought, oh, I did one of those. Well, then the more she talked about her vision board, that one was more of those kinds of positive thinking and vision boards that I don't particularly believe in myself, which is if you think about it and you throw it out into the cosmos, somehow the universe is going to give it to you. I don't believe in that at all. I think God's in control of everything, and He gives us our blessings. And if He chooses to give us certain things or allow us to have them, it's all Him. That's just how I believe. But I do believe in positive thinking. That's in the Bible too. What you think on and think about things that are pure and lovely. And I don't remember that verse. But, think on these things. And just in general, your life's going to be better. And so anyway, okay, I took this class. And then this is my vision board. But I wanted to make sure you didn't think that I thought if I threw this all out here, it was all going to come back to me. That's not why I did this board. I took a class. I've talked about Brave Girls Club before. I took a class, and I think it was Soul Restoration 2. I took Soul Restoration 1, which I highly recommend, which just started. So if you want to go to bravegirlsclub.com, you can look into it. Anyway, this was Soul Restoration 2, and it was just kind of talking. This is like, I think I did this class 2 years ago, right when my husband was going through cancer, and I was desperate for anything because I was just so overwhelmed that I wanted anything to get that off my mind, sort of, and just have a break from it or something fun to do. Well, that class was really fun, and it's just about talking. And I'll show you this. I'll show you this big notebook I made about things. Anyway, I don't remember what she called this board, but this is my board. Okay, it's divided into 4 sections, as you can see: goals, learn, study, fun, rest, play, family and friends, body, soul, and spirit. And this is just kind of things that I thought I wanted in my life, or things that were fun, or things or goals I have, or things I wanted to change. So let me give you a quick look at it, and then I'm going to explain it and tell you kind of the crazy thing about it. I think you can see it all. All right? Okay. I found this yesterday, or day before. I'm trying to make myself, my sitting room and my bedroom, I've showed you before, it's a wreck. And right now it's just got a lot of art supplies in it because I'm trying to figure out what to do with that little space. So if you have any ideas. In fact, you know what? I'm going to do a video tour of it. And that way you can all give me your fabulous ideas of how I can make that room nice again. It used to be so beautiful. And then you don't want to know the story. Every time I say you don't want to know, I think you think, oh, it's something really bad. All we did was rearrange everything, and some of the things that were in there came in here, and so it messed up that room. And since it's out of sight, sort of out of mind, yeah. Okay, but I want to make it into something special. Okay, anyway, I found this, and I hadn't looked at it in like 2 years. And I thought it was so interesting because so many things that I put on this board have happened. And it was because at the time I did this board and that notebook I was telling you about, I was committed to certain things and I wanted to reach certain goals. Now, some of these I have not reached, but they're still on my mind. So this Simple Changes is about if you want to change something, you can't just kind of decide. Unless you're super smart or you have a great recall every single morning of what you decided to change. I don't know, something about when I sleep, my great ideas just go away if I haven't if I haven't written them down. Okay. So, this is so cool. Okay, let's start with friends and family. Some of the things I wanted to do, as you can see, this is just a crazy cake. I wanted to do more fun things with my family, my extended family that lives here, and my grandkids. And so, just spend more time, connect more, love, relationships, smile, play, legacy. I was thinking a lot about what kind of a legacy am I going to leave my children and my grandchildren. Marriage, honesty, love, party, and home and surprises. Okay, so all those things, I have definitely been having my family over more often over the past 2 years. My daughter, her husband, and her kids, my parents, everybody together. I've definitely done this. We had a really good time on 4th of July. Everybody talked about it because I really took the extra time to make it special. So anyway, these things slowly but surely are happening. I'm trying to do these things and do better things for my family and my friends. And I do spend more time with my friends as well. The top says fun, rest, and play. That's this one right here. Of course, Paris is always going to be on everything in my life that's important. Dreaming, the beach. I made a commitment to go to the beach more often. Sometimes when something is very close to you, you know it's always going to be there. And so you quit going, or you think, I'll go next week, I'll go next week, I'll go next week. Well, my commitment for this year is to go once a month, at least. So, I haven't been in February because it got really cold here unexpectedly. But it's going to be 77 this weekend. I might see if my daughter wants to go with me. We'll go over to the beach for the day. Lush. I loved Lush at the time I did this, but I didn't have any. Well, I certainly have a lot of Lush now. And it says also long candlelit baths. I do that all the time. Love it. It's very relaxing. Chanel is on here, which that's really funny. If I had something crazy I wanted and I had and money was no object. Well, I mean, of course I would have a flat in Paris, but it just would be something from Chanel. I like the mystique of Chanel. I like the history of Chanel, just like other very old brands. I like that. And that have stood the test of time. And they've changed and they've evolved, but they've stood the test of time. Well, I thought, my dream, not a dream, that's ridiculous because this is an object, but it's just something from Chanel. Well, last summer I found something from Chanel way after I made this board. And it is a pair of earrings. And they were gorgeous. They were perfect. But I wouldn't let my husband buy them for me because I just felt like it was too indulgent. Well, then I told him, if you really want to get them for me, just get them for Christmas and that'll be my only Christmas gift. Well, I didn't know that Chanel stuff could come and go, and once it's gone, it's gone, or they might get it in, they might not. They don't even know the people that run the individual stores. So I'm still waiting on that pair of earrings because they didn't come in. It's been 8 months, and my husband said, whenever they come in, I'm going to go over there and get them for you. Don't worry. So I know that's super superficial, but as I told my mom the other day, I don't think a person's being superficial when they know they're being superficial. Just kidding. Okay. So anyway, that's a fun thing. And Mountain Cabin is we had just been to a mountain cabin and we loved it so much and we thought we wanted to buy one and have it as something to leave to our kids someday. Well, that's not going to happen now that my husband lost his job. But, we love to go to North Georgia to the mountains. Oh, so pretty. Okay. But what I'm saying is some of this stuff has sort of come true. Not because the universe has decided to give these things to me, but because either God blessed me or I have worked to achieve these things. You can't just say, universe, I want to be closer to my family, and then suddenly everything's going to be close. You have to work on that. Okay. Now, body, soul, and spirit. A lot of these I have not goals, sort of, I have not reached. Of course, Paris is on that one too, because that's my soul and my spirit is always living in Paris. Believe, peace, be, dreams, health. Enough is enough. I like that. Enough. Gratitude, fruits and vegetables. That was my body. Surrender, trust, and prayer. All those things are ongoing, although the fruits and vegetables, I'm going to get to that in a minute. But that's just things that I kind of wanted for my body, soul, and spirit, and to have more vision, to be peaceful. Some of that's happened, some of it has not. Okay, up here's last thing, goals, learn, study. This is where I really fall apart. A better body. I don't think I've achieved that. This one I have achieved. Be mindful. I am much more mindful of my days, my time, how I spend my time, what I'm doing, especially since I've started Simple Changes. Much more mindful. Oh, up here too, I have less is more. That and enough are big things for me, okay? Goals is more travel. Last year, my husband and I traveled more than we ever have. Now, it was all totally accidental and unexpected. We drove to Texas after he lost his job. We drove to Texas, and we thought about moving there and doing all that kind of stuff, and we ended up not doing that, but that was great trip. Then we found ourselves this summer, we drove our neighbor's car to California and did a cross-country, across America trip. So much fun. Then not long ago, we were sitting around, and in 48 hours, we booked, packed, and left on a cruise. So even though I wasn't looking at this board, definitely travel was achieved. That was a goal, and that was achieved. One thing I wanted to do is work more on my YouTube channel. I have done that, but there I have that picture, that little flip video camera. That's what I use when I video from a distance and not sitting here. I wanted to be more organized. Right there. Definitely, I've done that. Oh my gosh. I'm going to do a video probably this afternoon that'll go up. I don't know when. I'm going to take you through my house in the different areas that I have organized recently. Fast and quick organization. And I'm just not a very good YouTuber because I very rarely do before and afters. And yesterday, I did my whole bathroom cabinet. I wish I would have done it before because it was a nightmare. And now it looks so pretty. I'll show you the after, but I just, when I get in the middle of something and I think, oh, I need to get my camera, forget it. I'm not going to get up and go get my camera because then I'm going to get distracted and I'm going to stop what I'm doing, and I don't like that. So, oh well. Something else on here, bistro at home. This is good. All that means to Scott and I is eat smaller meals that aren't really like cooking. Just like our favorite thing to do is just have a little bit of hard salami, olives, brie, French bread, grapes, and a glass of wine, and that's our dinner. And we just sit together while we're watching a movie or something, and that's so neat. And to me, that means bistro at home. We're trying to do more simple food like that. I also have the word skinny here. I've not achieved that one. Energy. I've gotten a lot more energy. It says energy is life. Okay, the things I have totally busted on. Move. That just means move my body. That means exercise. I've not done that. Meal plan. Did I already say that? I'm going to talk about that in a minute. I think I already said that. And my book. I told you I wrote a book and I need to edit it. And I'm getting really close to actually getting out chapter 1. But that's a big goal that I've not accomplished. So if you find yourself stuck, just get a couple old magazines and make yourself 4 categories or 1 category, whatever you want to do. There's no rules. And now that I found this again, I don't know if you can see it, but I topped it with glitter. Can you see it's all glittery? Yeah, there, you can see. It's covered in gold glitter, very fine gold glitter. But this is going to sit behind the faucet in my bathroom. So I see it at least in the morning and in the evening for sure. While I'm getting ready and everything, it's right in front of me. So that that's going to be where I put it and put these things back in my mind and just keep reminding myself. Now, I have found in Simple Changes that if you don't, things I want to change, if I don't know what the word is, but you got to do something to get started. There's a good word. Getting started is sometimes the hardest part. Now, two things that I really want to do is, well, three things. Two of them are kind of together. Okay, I want to eat better. I'm doing that some, and I want to pay more attention to how I spend money. And what was the other one? Oh, I really, really, really desire to make a meal plan where I have, I've kind of decided to, okay, I don't want to get off track. Meal plan. We'll talk about that later. Okay. So what am I doing? I just think I want to eat better. Well, I don't know. What do I need to eat better about? Where am I going to go with this? Do I want to eat organic? Do I want to eat raw? Do I want to juice? Do I want to, I mean, there's a million things out there that everyone tells you to do. You can't do it all, so you have to narrow it down. So this is the other part of this. Besides your vision or whatever you want to call that, I've decided that making lists is going to be my starting off point when I want to change something. For instance, right now, I'm going to keep a food log every day for probably 2 or 3 weeks. And I'm going to just write everything down I eat. And then just like that French women don't get fat video I did, this is my food log. And then I'm going to circle the repeat offenders. And the first thing I'm going to do is try to get rid of some of those things. Okay, I'm dying. I have to take a sip. I'm going to get rid of some of those things. So I'm keeping a food log. Now, I think that's super weird. And if I saw someone else had a food log, I'd go, oh my gosh, like they write everything down they eat. But this is just temporary. I'm not going to do this for the rest of my life. My second page on here is my spending log. I'm going to keep track of what I spend for 1 month. Now, this is me. I was going to start March 1st. There's no time like the present. I started yesterday, and I'll go till March 18th. Yesterday, I went to the dollar store and the grocery store, and I wrote down what I bought. Now, when I go to the grocery store, I'm going to divide what was groceries and what was more home goods. Like, what I mean by that is food is going to be separated from cleansers or, you know, stuff for clean your mirrors with and stuff like that, and detergent and stuff like that. That's going to be separate. But that way I'm going to kind of get a handle on, because my husband is starting his own business and it's not going to make money for a long time. So we have to be ever so careful from now on. We just have to be more planners. And I don't know how that's going to go. This is a whole new world for us, and I don't know if I'm going to like it, but we'll see. Okay, I've got to go back to this where it says trust and prayer. Okay, going along with the food log, I want to eat better. I told you that I want to eat better. And I went to the doctor, a couple weeks ago for my yearly checkup, which was a 5-year checkup because I haven't been since the day my husband was diagnosed with cancer. Way back, I didn't go to the doctor for my yearly because this is so ridiculous, but I thought, if there's something wrong with me, we just won't be able to handle it. So I'm just going to, I don't recommend this. It was so stupid. But anyway, I'm in perfect health. But he suggested certain things that I should be eating more of, such as calcium and things like that. So this morning, I went online and I printed out a list, calcium-rich foods, and I printed out 50 fiber-rich foods and different things like that. And I'm going to, when I do make my meal plan and my menu plan, I'm going to put the biggies on here weekly. Now, if you try to eat everything that they say you should have daily, you would be a big giant pig because it's too much food. You know, you just can't do it. So mine's just going to kind of be weekly. I want to get these foods in me every week as a whole. You know what I mean? Like I can't eat. Kale has tons of calcium. I can't eat kale every day. I'm just not going to eat kale probably. But you get my drift. Okay. So my simple change message today is if you want to change something, write it down, make a list, research it, and just get a handle on it and have it in front of you as often as you can to keep you going. Now, this is probably not that great because it's so many things, but it did help me, and it did a lot of these things I did do without even looking at that thing over the past 2 years. So, okay, this video is way too long. That's it. That's my simple change update. I will, as I incorporate these things into my life, I will do videos. I've got more videos from the Be Beautiful book. I've been reading it and marking it, and it's a lot of this kind of stuff about what food you eat, da-da-da-da-da. So that's it for today. See you later. Bye. Okay, I can't find the off switch. Bye.